In this section, I'm going to teach you how to persist the user session. In this section, I'm going to teach you how to persist the user session or token on the client side using window object. I'll also teach you how to persist the user session on the server using document.js file. You will learn how to implement the logout user feature. I'll also show you how to protect the user route. Let's say profile page is protected route. Only authenticated user can access the profile page. Let's talk about how to persist the user session in window object. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to save the user object in the window. Did you notice that I don't have any Redux or any external store to save the user token or the session? If user has logged in, then we need to save that user in local storage or in somewhere, but I don't have any store. We are implementing the cookie-based authentication. What should be the best solution? I found the browser window object. So we're gonna save the user token inside the window object. That's why I'm gonna use the document page. It's a global page. We can inherit some initial page setting, like if you wanna insert some styling, you can do that. If you wanna insert some global script, you can do that. So now you can access the user token on the client side using the window object. You can also access the user token on the server side using the document page. I have already attached source code. You have to open it and run npm install. I created the document.js file. In the previous videos, I showed you how to create the document.js file. This document.js file is only rendered on the server side, not on the client side. I have imported HTML, head, main, and next script. I used get initial props. It is used to get the initial props. If user has logged in successfully, then we need to get the signed cookies. I can access the request object from the context.request. Here I created the user because we have saved the user inside the token property. If there is no signed cookies and there is no token, I'm going to initialize the user object. If there is a token, then we need to assign this token value to the user property. And I'm returning this initial props and the user. Whatever you return from here, you can access it here inside the render method. I destructured the user object. I created the helper function. Window user, it's a variable you can find from the auth.js file. Window user, it's a constant. So I'm going to return this string. -- user should be the JSON object of the user. So we need to save the exact string into our window object. Here we have the header, body, and the main. Here I'm using the script tag. It's basically the original form of the inner HTML in the plain HTML5. In React, you have to use the dangerously set inner HTML. But if you're using plain HTML, then you can use the inner HTML. This HTML means for HTML. You can learn more about the dangerously set inner HTML from the React docs. Let me open that. Here you will find the dangerously set inner HTML. It's a replacement for using the inner HTML in the browser DOM. __ HTML key to remind yourself that's a dangerous. So you can put any property here. And you can put this first into this window object. So this .get user, it is going to return this property. __ user should be equal to. Here we will have the user object. Something like that. User object have a name and the email. Now you can access the user from the window __ user. So I have updated the document.js file. You will not see the context.request. You have to use the context here. So I'm going to restart the application. The application is running. Window.user, there is undefined. What I have to do? Let me view the profile page because I did not log in. So I'm going to log in that. I need to copy the email and I'm gonna put email here. We need to have password. Password is website. Awesome. Now I got the profile. It means user has logged in, and you can see the token from the application and you will see the token here. This is the user property. Now I would like to see the user object. You can see that, the name and the email. So we have successfully saved the user inside the window, but it did not persist. What will happen? There is undefined because it did not save on the client side. In the next video, I'll show you how to fix this problem. Maybe you have a question, how did I get these signed cookies from the request? Whenever you send the login request, we were hatching that. Let me show you. Inside the login, I'm going to open the login form. I'm going to open the auth.js file. Here we have, when you send the login request, make sure we are not in the browser side. This code I'm using for only server side. It is going to save the property inside the window object. Whenever you send the login request, if I'm going to open the login endpoint, here we have set the cookie and the value is this one, user token. So this token has attached to the request object. So this is how I can access the token object from the request object.